Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another incredible episode of Anything But Politics. Of course, my name is Jim Altman, and as always, I'm joined by...
Christian Rollman. What's up, everybody?
And we're just vibing. Hello, hello.
We really
Let's see. Gosh, where to start?
Quick plug.
Yeah?
Not really.
Let's do it straight out the gate. Just quick plug.
Wait, what plug are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, but you were excited, and we're plugging immediately.
Yes, this is a plug right off the bat. I thought you had a plug in mind, and I was like, oh, another plug? No, this is a plug, but not really a plug because they don't exist anymore, and it makes me sad. I am wearing my Doug sweatshirt.
Doug!
And Doug has gone out of business.
Rip.
Yeah, rip for real. One day my sister contacted me and was like, hey, where do I get one of those Doug sweatshirts? And I was like, let me send you
a link.
the thing. Yeah, a link. And I was like, oh my God, they're gone. They just stopped. And their TikTok is empty and like everything is done. Yeah, they jumped ship, which sucks because I actually really liked it. And I was going to get a tank top for this summer. And like, I don't know what happened. They were doing honestly okay. I mean, they weren't doing great, but they were doing pretty good. They had a new line of merch coming out, a whole new character.
So how is that a plug?
That's the thing.
What are you plugging?
It's not a plug. It's not a plug.
Hey guys, fuck you. I have a shirt from a place that you can't get one anymore.
But also what if it becomes like a collector's item? Like what if the podcast pops off and I'm one of the only few people in the world who has one? Wouldn't that be kind of dope?
So Doug is, explain to me what Doug is. I might know.
Doug is just, have you ever seen my sweatshirt?
Maybe not.
He's beautiful. He's this little hot dog man, and he's got his arms wide open like he's coming in for a nice little hug, a nice little Doug hug.
Nice little Doug hug.
Shit. My video paused. Fuck, my video stopped. What the shit? No, don't do this to me.
It sounds, I can't say that off the top of my head. I know what you're talking about. Maybe send me a picture later.
Yeah.
You use your phone to record, so I know you can't do it now. But yeah, Doug. No, let me actually, you know what? I have the power of Google.
You sure do. What are you going to Google?
Doug brand?
Yo, they were small. They were like mad small. Like, they were just a startup. And
who the fuck is Doug Brand? Because I'm only getting pictures of him.
Doug
Band? Doug Band, an American businessman and lawyer.
Try Doug Apparel.
Apparel. Okay, so they're fancy clothes because there's clothes and then there's apparel.
Yes, they're fancy
Doug
shows.
T-shirt. Fancy. I'm just getting like merch from the 90s television show Doug, a classic show.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, when I say they were small, like they were small. They did their stuff on Teespring. Can I say
Doug Hot Dog Apparel?
I don't know if he's actually a hot dog. This is what he looks like.
Is he a weenie?
Yeah, he looks like a weenie, not a
Doug
hot dog
Weenie
with buns.
Apparel. Nothing. I'm getting wiener dogs now.
Just as good, if not better.
You know what? It's making me happy.
It always does. But yeah, he's a cute little guy, and I had become an ambassador for them. I messaged them and I was like, hey, I'd love to buy one, and I'd love to advertise it for you guys because I think it's actually a cool design. And they were like, yeah, sure. Here's your. They took a look at my Instagram and my TikTok, and they were like, you know what, you've got a pretty good following, so why
you got
not?
it.
Yeah, and so they sent me a link, and I got 15% off my purchase, and I got a promo code. And then kind of months passed, and I had done a couple videos with at least wearing it, and then I'd done a couple videos of just saying what it was, and then come to find out they just abandoned ship, and it makes me sad because I really love it, and now I can't get another one.
I'm not seeing it in my Google escapade, so go ahead and later just send me a picture, and Seth will put it up in a YouTube video.
Well, also I'm wearing it.
Aha!
Yeah.
Of course.
It's on my body.
Nice.
So here, I'll hold it up for the whole world to see. Look at him. He's so cute. Look, guys, it's Doug. But yeah, so that's that bums me out. But I'm wearing this and sporting it because I have maybe they'll make a comeback. Probably not, but it's okay. How was your week, Jim?
My week was good. Started off with a short work day on Monday. I had taken some PTO during my latter half of the day because I had a dental appointment that ended up having to be rescheduled. And I messaged my boss and I was like, hey, can we move this? Because we rescheduled it for Friday. Mm-hmm. And I was like, can we move it to Friday? She was like, well, okay, that's two separate things we're trying to do. We're trying to cancel the PTO here and add it on Friday. Those are two separate things. I'll try and do both.
Yeah.
Ended up, she could not cancel it because it was very short notice. I learned that I had to reschedule. For me, it was not short notice. For them, it was because it was on Friday. I got told Friday that I'd have to reschedule to the next Friday instead of that Monday. That's 3 days for me. For work, where HR and the people that apply paid time off don't work on the weekend, you know, like I gave them half a day's notice. Yeah. So I was unable to cancel that PTO. I'm not mad. I got to, you know, just chill for the rest of the day. But
always a good day.
My PTO got approved for Friday, so on very short notice, about 7 days time, which typically try and put it in at least 2 weeks to give a little respect there. They were able to approve that, so I'll be able to make my dentist's appointment, and that'll be nice.
Nice. That's awesome.
One thing that happened, I've pretty much quit soda.
Whoa, Jim! What?
Yeah.
The Pepsi drinker extraordinaire? How?
It goes hand in hand with this whole dental appointment thing. So between my ADD/ADHD and anxiety and a bunch of other stuff, and also adulthood just gets busy. Mm-hmm. In my adult life, I've never been to the dentist. Like the last time I was at a dentist, I think I must have been like 18. So it's been like 3 years.
Yeah.
So my teeth are, you know, in the video, they look great. And the reason being is because, secret time? Are we ready for a secret?
Let's do a secret.
Special secret about Jim. My front top teeth, my smiling teeth, those aren't teeth. I got cosmetic surgery done.
What?
Gosh, how old would I have been? 17, 18, around 17 or 18, I got cosmetic surgery done on the top front of my teeth.
I didn't even know this.
It's primarily, I think if it was when I was like late 17, 18 years old,
before
I wouldn't have had it when I knew you or when we were in person.
I thought we met at 17.
We
18?
did, but I might have had it done after.
Oh.
The reason being my incisors, canine teeth, are those the same thing?
Yes.
The pointy teeth.
Yeah, the pointy teeth. Yeah.
My when I had my little baby teeth, I had those incisors, and then they got loose. And then, you know how when you have a loose tooth, and I know this has been a while. It's been a while since you've had a loose tooth, but try to remember. When you had a loose tooth, you know how you just fucked with it with your tooth? With your tongue? You would just
with my tongue. Yes, all day long.
Yeah. Okay, did you know nobody tells you, you're supposed to do that.
Oh, are you? Oh, so that it doesn't like... It's like the same thing of like you're supposed to... Like if you hurt yourself, you're supposed to keep it limber, move it around.
Yeah. So apparently what it had, the way my dentist described it was this. My baby teeth, I didn't fuck with the tooth, and they were like, oh, so like you're cool with me being here? All right, I'm in. So they re-hardened into place. And my adult teeth were like, I'm coming in whether you like it or not. So and I'm doing a visual demonstration, and this is exactly what my dentist did. So here's my little baby tooth, and then my adult tooth is here. It pushed down, and when it couldn't go down because the baby tooth was there, it pushed forward and broke through my gums. Which wasn't a painful experience, but really? I just looked like a vampire. Well, I mean, think about it. Your gums are already made to have teeth come out of them. So, I guess. I know it's not the place where they're supposed to come out, but no, it wasn't a painful experience. And those teeth were, I don't know if you can still see it. Are they, I'm like a dog over here trying to lift my gum. Yeah, it's a little higher than all my other teeth. Anywho, that mixed with the fact that they were a little bit crooked. You know how when you have a cavity filled, the first thing they do is drill out all the decay, and then they color match a putty to the color of your tooth, put the putty in, and then like UV harden it?
Yes.
Okay, it's my front top teeth. That's just what it is. It's just crazy. That putty. They smeared it on, shaped it into teeth, and then UV'd it. So those aren't teeth.
So I skipped out on the dentist for a good couple years as well, and I came back and they were like, I had never had a cavity before. I've always had really good teeth.
I have like 10, maybe 15.
You have them currently?
Yes, I can feel them.
You have them. You have 10 to 15 right now?
Yeah, I can feel them.
Jimward, why do you still have them?
I need to go to the dentist.
Oh, doesn't it hurt?
No.
What?
No, maybe I just don't experience mouth pain. But essentially, I've never felt any pain from my cavities in terms of like, I can drink sugar. I mean, I was the Pepsi guy. Like, I would drink soda like it was water. And no, never once were they sensitive to any type of sweet or spice or any food. I can chew
My mind is
hard
blown.
things. I could, I can chew, I can eat nerds. I think that's very telling. I can eat, like, crunch on some nerds and
You asshole.
not feel any pain.
Mine are fixed and I can't do it. They fucked it up. They fucked it up, and so now I can't bite on my right side. Anything crunchy. It sucks. I've had to cut out so many things in my diet.
But more than anything, more than the pain, it is simply, it's like insecurity. Like, I'm very insecure about my teeth. I know that all cavities that I have, like, look, I'm looking in my camera. I have 10 cavities. You would never know because they're not on those front teeth and they're not really on my bottom row that you can visibly see. But like everything that you can't see, I can take my tongue and like feel, okay, there's a missing tooth there. There's a missing tooth there. It's that bad. And it's agonizing to me because I constantly am thinking about it. And gradually over the last like 4 months, it has gotten to the point where like they're a little more sensitive. No pain, but like...
No pain, but yeah.
It's getting there. So I was like, I need to just buckle down and do it. And in terms of... I mentioned my ADHD and ADD, which is diagnosed, and I take medication for that.
Nice.
I actually hadn't taken that medication since college. So since I was 18, because I needed it for school. And then when I got into the workforce, I got a job that... I got a full-time job that didn't really... I didn't need medication to stay on task because at the call center, as soon as your phone hung up, you were immediately back in queue. And within 1.5 seconds, you were talking to somebody else. Like, you literally could not lose focus. You're always talking to people. Yeah, it sucked.
That sounds awful.
Oh, it was absolutely the worst in every way.
Keep talking to the people. I'm going to step out of frame for just a second.
Okay, I'm going to look at you guys now. So, essentially, yes, I hadn't taken them since college because, quite frankly, I didn't need to. And then when I got this new job, also at a call center, but not on the phones, because I was no longer talking to people, and instead it was a case of, hey, my boss goes, here, do this by the end of the day, get it done, with no one checking up on me. They check up on me. They make sure I'm okay. They're excellent people. I love my job. But what I'm saying is I was now responsible for myself and my own duties during the day. And I was falling behind. I was doing quite poorly. So I found my old bottle of medication and I called my doctor and I was like, hey, I stopped taking this. And it's not something to fix it. You can't fix it. It's something to treat it temporarily. You take it daily when you need to focus. So I was like, hey, I stopped taking it for a while because quite frankly, I didn't need to. I need to again. Can I get this refilled? He was like, we're going to have to do a visit. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm fine with that. So I went to my doctor and he was like, hey, you're fit as a fiddle. And we got the prescription filled and I've been taking it again. And in my ADD, in my medication infused rage of like, oh, I have to do a million things now because suddenly I can focus. I was like, I need to go to the dentist's. I need to call the dentist. So like, dude, the focus that this stuff gives me is unreal, and I'm so thankful for it.
That's awesome.
I just can't function without it in terms of like sticking to productive things.
Yeah.
Creative things, sure, but like analytical things, no. Like I budget like crazy when I have these guys.
Nice.
I'm really good at budgeting when I have that. But I was like, I need to call my dentist immediately, so I did. I booked a appointment. And it'll be happening Friday, and hopefully it won't break the bank. But I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I wish you luck.
I've stopped drinking Pepsi. I've switched entirely to juice now, which has about half the sugar content.
Yes, it does.
I'm drinking more water, or at least trying to. Right now, I am enjoying a carbonated drink, though. I don't know how much sugar is in it, because it doesn't say. Have you ever had a Not Your Father's root beer?
No. What is that?
Not Your Father's root beer is alcoholic root beer.
Oh, that sounds dangerous, Jim.
Yeah, 5.9 alcohol by volume, so it's like just at beer level. It is dangerous because it's very, very yummy.
So I could get drunk off 2 cans? What you're telling me is I could get drunk off of 2 cans? Not 2 cans, not the bird, but 2 physical cans of that beer. I would get drunk off of it.
Yes.
I'm the lightest weight that is. I've gotten drunk off of 2 glasses of wine, and like not big glasses of wine. And I was like, when I say drunk, I'm not mean like buzzed or tipsy or whatever. I mean drunk, like drunk off my ass. Mm-hmm. It's bad. I don't know what. I mean, it's probably just because I never drink. So.
I mean, if you want to talk about being a lightweight, Mimi does take ZQL to go to sleep, and she doesn't get sleepy from the 50 milligrams of diphenhydramine in it. She gets sleepy from the 10% alcohol in the little measuring cup. She takes that out like a light.
That's amazing.
Like the medicine hasn't even kicked in yet, but the alcohol has.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's so small, but she's great. We love her. I think she hears me talking about her. She does. She's looking me dead in the eyes. She is smiling, though, so I hope there's still some love in her heart that our marriage will continue. There is hope. There's not. She's shaking her head. It's going downhill, but we try. It's an uphill battle. Anywho.
So my wrist is still fucked up.
From pounding the wall.
Yeah, from pounding the wall.
If you don't know why Christian pounded the wall, go listen to the last episode.
Yeah, I got upset. So it still hurts, and like hurts in a different way. And now this hurt is kind of spreading, but it's also not constantly hurting. It's like certain activities will kickstart it, and then it kind of hurts for a couple hours in a certain spot. It's very weird, and I don't know what to do about it. If it's not better by next episode, then I'll probably go to the doctor. Just have it checked out. Give it a look. Give it a look-see.
Yeah, we have one of those wrist compression / restriction things.
Nice, I need one.
They're pretty good. I rarely have to use them. I think. I
also did one other.
They're pretty good though.
I also did one other thing this week that I'm very, very excited about. This week, I talked about him a couple weeks ago, and I'm gonna say his name just because there's no way to like find him. And I also said his name on the last episode, so or 2 episodes ago about work. I saw my old boss today. His name is Lewis.
Yes.
He's a delight, and I saw him at his new job.
Lovely fellow, yes.
Such a lovely fellow. I missed him like crazy, and I brought Leah, so Leah got to meet him, and really just a great guy. I'll be meeting with him again soon, like outside of his workplace, because I just went into his new place that he works and talked to him for like 5 minutes. But hopefully I'll be getting a beer with him soon, because that's something adults do. Yeah, so
for real, I'm so pissed that due to quarantine, like all but one of my friends are legal drinking age now, and we've not been able to like go get a beer together.
You can't go get a beer. That sucks.
It sucks.
Yeah, I've had a beer with a friend who came over, but like that's not the same.
Yeah, it's not.
So. But yeah, I saw him, and he's doing so well, and he's much happier because anytime you leave Domino's, you're happier immediately.
The moment you walk out the door, it is a pizza shaped domino. It's a weight off your shoulders, and God, is it a better life? I was trying to say that it is a weight off your shoulders and
but a pizza
nice feeling in the air.
Yeah, it's great, and so he's happier, and. That makes me happier, and I can't wait to see him again and chat shit, because I haven't seen him in 2 years, and I'm curious what has happened to him in his life, especially in the last year. So
catching up is such a nice thing to do.
It's so wonderful, and I wish you could do that more often, you know? Like, I don't know.
Because there is something very nice about it.
Yeah, you get so much I think it's probably like receiving that much information, there's a dopamine to it. Like whenever you look something up and you're like, oh,
especially
this is something
when it's
I didn't know.
A close friend.
Yeah, exactly. You're learning things that you didn't know about somebody you care about, and that's a really special thing. So like, I love that. I love catching up with people, and I don't get to do it enough. 2020, however, has been a good year in that now everybody can catch up, and everybody, and I mean everybody, has something interesting to talk about. It is never dull. The people I have caught up with, it's like, holy fuck. Because 2020 has affected everybody in a very severe way.
I look drastically different.
I've
grown facial hair. I did a new thing with my hair that you've not seen, I don't think.
I saw you sent a video. What's new?
instead of doing a bun, do you know like those like, I don't know what to call it other than like a donut bun?
A donut bun?
Yeah, like if I said donut bun.
Does it look like a donut?
I mean, yeah. Let me see if there's a proper term for it. No, I'm seeing donut bun and hair donut bun. Just Google that.
Oh, that's cool. You have enough hair for that?
I do have enough hair for that.
Damn, son, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I like that. No, I don't know.
Hair's getting longer and longer, man, and I'm loving it.
Yeah,
are you not going to cut it anytime soon?
Oh, you're not cutting it this year, you think?
No. Mimi and I made an agreement. She's not cutting her hair this year. I'm not cutting my facial hair. I'm not shaving.
I wish.
And now I am shaping. Like I might be 21, but I can't grow shit right here. And yes, I'm well aware for those with good facial hair that this mustache and like this scraggly beard, it's not good. I don't think that I'm proud of this, but like, it's better than what you gotta let it grow.
Yes.
You gotta nurture that. So.
Yes, to those of you who, to people out there's somebody out there, you have to just let it happen. You have to just let it happen. It's gonna look bad for a little while.
And quarantine's the best time to do it.
Yes, I wish I had done it more in quarantine. But recently, this year, on Christmas, I believe, was the last day I shaved. And I was like, I'm going to see how long I can go. And shape it up whenever I need to, but I want to see where I can go. Mm-hmm. And I just shaved for the first time the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked what you had going on.
I did too. And I'm going to grow it back. Like, I've made the decision because I shaved it off and virtually everybody in my life was like, I kind of liked what you had going on before. There is one person who did not like it.
Is it your girlfriend?
It is my girlfriend, and she is like the most important, so it's really hard.
Exactly. It's the worst because her opinion does count the most because you just love her so much. But
I really do.
You go your whole life with no facial hair, and then you grow it and people hate it, and then you shave it and people hate it, and they're like, grow it back. I grew mine out during quarantine. It was better than this is now because I'm still in the process of regrowing it. Because I had this facial hair for about 6 months, and then I shaved it, and everybody hated it. So I am growing it back, and we're in that process right now.
I like it.
I hated it. But with that being said, we had a whole lot go on.
Yeah.
You saw a work friend.
I did.
Scheduled a dental appointment that is long overdue. Alcoholic root beer.
Here's to being adults,
hoodie.
man.
Here's to being adults, man.
Being adults. Chugging my water again. Hell yeah. Clink, clink.
With that being said, you want to go and roll the tape?
Roll that tape, baby!
Welcome back, everybody. Hello, everybody. This is Jim and Christian.
And you're listening to Anything But Politics.
Fuck yeah!
I'm actually sweating from that.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
You okay, man?
I'm an absolute mess today. I don't know where my brain's at. I really don't.
You're absolutely all right. For those wondering, Christian, we sat down to record, and he's like, I'm ready, let's go. I was like, okay, let's sync our video. He was like, video? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he turns on his video, and he's like, okay, go ahead and give him the opening. Go ahead and say, hello, everybody, welcome back. And I was like, don't you want to sync? And he's like, oh, syncing it. Yes, of course.
Yeah, we got to sync the video, yeah. Dude, I don't know what's wrong with me.
We just rolled the tape. I hope you enjoyed the song. Welcome back, everybody.
Always.
But like, as soon as we stopped dancing, typically we speak to each other for a minute or two to get ready for what is about to happen. And he's like, oh, I have a story. And I was like, do you want to tell the audience it? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, let's go back to the audience. So, no, you're fine.
Oh, shit.
We'll screw your head on tight. What did you want to say? What thing do you have?
So I went and saw Leah over the week.
Nice.
2 days. 2 days. I saw
Wonderful.
Her for 2 days.
Yeah, you sent Snapchats and y'all were together.
Yeah. So saw her, and she has friends, much like we all do. And those friends expressed an opinion that I'm very upset about, and I need to just geek out for 2 minutes.
Okay.
They said, so they were talking about music, because I don't get super overly passionate about anything other than music.
Yeah.
We're talking about music, and they said something about 21 Pilots, and that they had seen 21 Pilots a couple years ago, and they hated it.
Okay.
Yeah, they did not like 21 Pilots. And then I was like, oh, I wish I...
right?
Yep. And then I was like, oh, I wish I could have seen them, especially when John Bellion was on tour with them, and they were like,
Yes.
"Oh yeah, that's the concert that it was. We saw John Bellion open, and then 21 Pilots," and I went berserk. I went nuts. I was like, "No way, that's so cool!" And they were like, "Oh, don't worry, he was terrible." And
I knew that's where this was headed.
yeah, and I just shat myself just a little bit. Not
As
out of,
we all do.
Yep, not out of lack of control of my bowels, but just because of how upset I was.
Yeah, it's a rage poo.
A rage poo.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? And they were like, yeah, we do not like John Bellion. And I got so angry, and it's
you take it personally. In those
I take
moments.
it extremely personally, and it's crazy because I only started listening to him like less than a year ago. I think I started over the summer, which is why I was in the top 0.001% of John Bellion listeners this year. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what it is about him. There is something so compelling about his music and the way he writes music and the way he writes his lyrics and the way it all intertwines, and it physically hurts my body when people don't share that. It shouldn't bother me that much. It really, really shouldn't. But it's the same as when AJR gets the slander. When John Bellion gets the slander, it's like 10 times that. I get so like off. It really hurts me. It hurts my body, and I don't know why.
People say they dislike your favorite artist, and immediately you're like, "Oh, it's okay. You just don't like good music."
Yeah. Oh, you're just uncultured. Okay, that's fine.
You just don't understand music then.
Yeah, it's I don't know. And I don't know. He's just great. And
I agree. I really like his stuff.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. And I honestly haven't heard a track from him where I'm like, meh. It's always like, there are some that I'm like, okay. I mean, that's not what I'm going to electively listen to all the time, but it's still objectively good.
Yes.
But then like 90% of his music is like, I would die for this song. I would die for this song. Not for him. I mean, I'd probably die for him too, but I would die for just the song. And
you know what? That's interesting, and that's a point we've never talked about before. Just to bring it way back to like episode 1, episode 2, when we were talking about music, and talking about like the fact that every album has a Beats, and we based Beats off of AJR's song Beats, which is just the most skippable song on that album. That it's really just not that good.
Really is.
The thing is, and the point that we made is that yes, it was the worst on the album, and every album does have a Beats. Pretty much every album has this one song that even if it's not bad, it's just gonna be the one that you skip so that you can get back to the good ones.
Yep, 100%.
We didn't discuss the fact that even though every album has its own beats, it has its own song that isn't good. Like you said that you have some that aren't favorites, like you won't go out of your way to listen to them, but they're still good.
No. Still good.
We never made the point that you can have a song that is the worst on the album, but that you'd still rather listen to than any other artist. Like, I'd rather listen to this song before I, like, switched over to my next favorite band. Like, this band's worst is still better than my next favorite band's best.
Which is hard to find. It's hard to find a band
allowed
that, like...
to be said.
Yeah.
That's a valid point.
It is a valid point. And I don't know if Beats is that for me. Like,
I can't say that the song Beats is, but I do have situations in which my least favorite song on an album is still better than any song by another artist.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So when you listen to an album, do you listen to an album? You go through it?
Yes, I listen to it in order, track 1 to track, whatever it is, 12.
Nice. So
and I just listen to it.
Then I have two recommendations. Have you ever listened to The Human Condition all the way through by John Bellion, that whole album?
That's the one with the trippy cover art?
I believe so. Yeah, it's got the dude walking with a keyboard.
Yeah, with like orange behind him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, good. Hey, Seth, put it up.
Put it up, yeah. That whole album is really amazing from beginning to end.
I've never listened to it as an album. No.
It's good. Yeah, it's really good.
But you know what? I will.
Ah, thanks, bud.
I'll do that. Of course. No, of course. Like, I love experiencing music.
Yeah, and it's if you really like dial in, because the first couple times I listened to it, I was like, this is pretty good. Then I dialed in and I was like, holy shit, and I saw like the whole picture. But I found a new group this week I'm very excited about. And it has that same type of
sound.
Yes, but also different.
Of course.
It's a little more folky, which I'm not typically into, but I really like the way they do it. Mm-hmm. You've probably heard of it. It's a pretty big group. Judah and the Lion. You ever heard of them?
They were like my most recent live concert, and I love Judah and the Lion.
No way. I did not know that.
Yeah, they came to my college, and I, being a college student at that university, got a free ticket.
What?
So I got to
aren't
go
they from Tennessee?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think they are from Tennessee.
I think so. I don't know.
It's either Tennessee or Ohio. It's one of the. I don't know.
I don't know why I'm doing this on my phone.
I think it's Tennessee, though. Here. I think it's Tennessee. Yeah, they're super talented.
My thing is, near where I live, we have this huge music festival in Tennessee once a year, and I'm pretty sure Judah and the Lion played that before they were big. Yeah, they're from Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, so yeah, they played that festival near where I live in 2017 when they were like still up and up, taking off and everything. I got to see them do the concert at my college.
Neat.
And yeah, Judah and the Lion is amazing.
Yeah. So like I'm right now going through Pep Talks, that album.
Yeah. That's their most recent, is it not?
I believe so, 2019.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's insane. I'm like 45 minutes in. It's an hour long, so I haven't made it all the way through just because it's rare that I have that long of a drive where I can listen to it and focus. I don't know. There's something about it. It's really compelling. It's extremely emotional. Holy shit. It's really, really emotional, but it's also super anthemic. So it's like got this hypeness to it with also deep, pure sadness. And it's such a cool juxtaposition, and it hits hard. And I'm really falling in love with them right now. I'm really, really enjoying their stuff. So that's so cool. I did not know that obviously I didn't know because I just found them, but I didn't know you saw them live. That's so dope.
Yeah, it's very interesting that like these songs that are on Pep Talks, i.e. Suit and Jacket, Going to Mars, Take It All Back, Why Did You Run? These songs have been out for years.
Really?
Yeah, these songs have been out for quite a while. For example, just Suit and Jacket.
I thought that was on their old album.
I'm on Google. I'm on Pep Talks right now. Year. Suit and Jacket year. Suit and Jacket was released in 2016.
What?
And if you heard something fall, my cat's just knocked over a chair.
Dude, I thought you just died. I thought you just died.
No, my cat's in the living room knocked over a chair.
That was so loud. How strong is your cat?
I have 3. They gang up.
So they just work together.
Yeah, they do. They're maniacal little bastards, and I love them all.
Oh, that's so funny.
So, it's amazing the genre these guys do.
Yes.
I looked up Suit and Jacket album. They are the album that it's on, and it is self-described their genre, folk hop and roll.
Oh, that's cool.
So hip hop, folk, and rock and roll.
That makes sense.
They're really great. Go listen to Judah and the Lion if you like folk music, but with a very distinct sound.
Very, very distinct. I can't say that I've heard that genre ever.
Yeah,
it's definitely out
Jimmy's
there.
Jams I have them on the Jimmy's Jams playlist.
Have you sent me that playlist?
I'm not sure I have. Did I say I was gonna? Because if you want it, I'll send it to you right now.
I would love it.
I'll go ahead and drop a few songs if you want to listen to the music that Jimmy listens to. I've got "Kickin' to Leaves" by Judah and the Lion.
I love that one.
Oh yeah,
I just found that one. It's so good.
I've got a lot of the Cleopatra album from the Lumineers, so like "Sleep on the Floor," Cleopatra,
nice.
Ophelia.
I need this playlist.
The Dirty Heads, with "Lay Me Down," "My Sweet Summer" by them. "I Miss Those Days" by Bleachers. Group Love, Tongue Tied. Young the Giant, Cough Syrup. Young the Giant, Mind Over Matter.
These are fire.
Vampire Weekend, Oxford Comma.
Nice.
I always bought for
that. Me too. It's a great one.
Start to Finish by Heads Up Get Down.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
I Want to Get Better by Bleachers. These Are My Friends, Lovely the Band. Everybody's Lonely,
yes.
Jukebox the Ghost.
Yes. Yo, these are really good. I need this playlist badly.
Overwhelming by John Bellion. Yeah, these are Jimmy's Jams.
Great song. Jimmy's Jams.
These are Jimmy's Jams. So I might make this public, and I might share a link. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. If y'all want a link to my playlist, it's going to be in the description of this video. But I'll go ahead and send this to you now. While we're on the topic of music, do you mind if I go ahead and hit you with something?
Always. On
the topic of music, and this is going to be a segue that really fucks you out of nowhere, because you're completely in the dark on this. To give you the honest truth, Christian does, we all have our roles for the podcast. Seth is our editor, of course. Christian does a lot of the unreleased highlights. We have a lot of highlights that we've yet to post. We're aiming for a stronger TikTok presence very soon. I do the audio. Mimi and I do the audio editing for the show. So we all have our roles. One that I've taken on is guest guy. I'm the one that reaches out to a number of people, and I'm like, hey, would you like to be on our show? And if so, this is what you would need to record, and this is what we'd like to talk with you about. And I'm so upset because it was going to be a surprise. I did secure a guest next week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we have a guest next week.
No way. Who is it?
Here's the deal though. I was gonna surprise you, and it was gonna be a surprise guest. However, I understand that this is the reason I've come up with the decision to tell you. This is why I'm telling you and why I've not made it a surprise. Surprises are nice and all, but in a situation where you own a show, like we own this show, we run this show. In a situation where we run this thing. No, in a situation where you run a show like this, and you have a guest without knowing you were going to have this guest, you are very unprepared to present yourself the way you'd like. Like, for example, if you surprised me with, a guest and I really liked this guest, but didn't have enough ample time to, prepare all the questions I wanted to ask them.
Sure.
I'd be a little upset because I'd be caught in the moment. I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is great. I'm glad we're talking. But
a lot of pressure, though.
I wouldn't think of the same questions I would if I had a week to prepare. So you have a week to prepare, Christian.
Okay.
If everyone wants to go ahead and tune in next week, our first big guest is going to be Sub Radio Band. I have booked them. We will be talking...
I need to step out of frame for a second.
Okay.
Bruh.
Yo, what's up?
I thought you were going to say Joey. I got excited. Now I'm pooping in my pants.
Don't poop your pants.
I'm going to try.
See, this is why I tell you now, so you don't poop your pants while they're on the show.
Dude, I would have pooped in my pants. I would have dropped all of it. My colon would have been in my shorts.
The surprise would have been immaculate, but at the same time, I feel like it'd be a shitty move to be like, okay, now ask them questions, because but you'd be unprepared. You'd be unprepared for that.
But how did you?
I just emailed them.
They're such chill dudes that I'm not even surprised.
I hit them up on Instagram first, and I was like, hey, do you want to do this thing? And they were like, with no additional information, they were like, ... fuck yes. Email us here.
What? That's crazy.
So I emailed them and gave them the specific details, like the fact that we record audio locally. So if you could record your own audio and later send me an MP3, that would be best quality. We also do video. So if you'd like to record yourselves and send that to us, that would be best. So I basically told them the rundown. And the fact that we let guests speak about what they'd like to speak about, especially with the fact that they just had a song drop.
They sure did, and it bops.
It absolutely bops.
It goes so hard. I love it.
Mm-hmm. I saw their TikTok about it, and I immediately went to stream it, and it was really, really good.
It is good. I really like it. I like the direction they're going. Dude, I have a head rush. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we'll be talking to them next week here on Anything But Politics.
I probably look and sound like an insane person who's obsessive, but I don't know.
They're a really good band. I mean, you're allowed to.
Band. And I am honestly, I'm floored because Jim, we're not ginormous. We've got
Oh God, no. To be fair,
got a good amount of people who listen, but we're not huge.
Can I say something that actually makes me happy, just as a little break, and then we'll
Anytime.
be right back to the fact that we're not big, we're not huge by any means.
Yeah, no.
We're actually incredibly close to 100 listens on our audio-only format. Now, if you add our audio-only from Anchor...
1,000.
Did I say 100?
You did, and I got very confused.
Sorry, this root beer's amazing. So, yeah, we're 56 plays away from 1,000 plays on our audio-only platforms, which is, of course, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcast.
That's sick.
But the thing is, that's not counting, like, YouTube watches. So, in counting YouTube watches, we are over 1,000 watched episodes.
Hell yeah.
When we've made... What? This is our 17th episode. So we have 16 published episodes. One just came out today. That was episode 16. So I think it'd be unfair to count it because people haven't had time to watch it. Let me go ahead and divide like 1,000 plays by 15 published episodes. I mean, that's 67. That's not bad.
That's pretty
good. By
good.
any means.
That's pretty good.
So I just liked that, and I wanted to go ahead and say it, and
that's
say
nice.
Thank you. I love you guys.
Yeah, we do. We love you so much.
Yeah, we're not big by any means. You were saying.
But the fact that they were just like, oh yeah, sure, like with no context, you didn't have to send them a clip of like, this is kind of what we're about. Like, maybe you could. There was no coaxing. It was just, yeah, sure.
Well, I don't want to sound like a asshole, but like, they know of you.
Yeah, they know of me. Yeah.
And they've like seen at least one of your live streams and know your vibe.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, but this is such a different animal. I'm past the excited, and now I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna say? And now I'm stressing.
You have a week.
Stressing. I know. Oh yeah, I have a week. I have a week to be like, hey, don't shit yourself on camera.
Yeah.
That's not a good look. Not a good look at all.
Don't shit yourself off camera also, but...
Yeah, don't shit yourself. Don't shit yourself. Just period. Don't shit yourself. Yeah, I have a lot of questions to ask them.
They actually just did a Reddit AMA.
Oh, did they? Oh, I really should look at that before I...
For those that don't know, an AMA is an Ask Me Anything. I actually took some pictures from it because I wanted to talk about a few of these things.
Oh, sick.
Like the fact that, as an indie band, do you take on different roles? And, of course they do. So it basically breaks down everything that they do. Like, Adam writes lyrics, co-runs Twitter, and hosts the Patreon podcast.
Nice.
While someone like Mike is the media guy, does video, graphics, marketing, socials, and as far as I am concerned, let me see here. Yeah, Matt was the one that I was emailing. Primary songwriter, business coordinator, and essentially band manager. I was speaking with Matt when we were emailing. But they're a pleasure to communicate with over email.
Yeah, they really are.
They're very kind. Like, I want to talk about this. This is for all of you, would you rather? Would you rather be stampeded by 20 duck-sized elephants or 2 elephant-sized ducks? And the band responded with 2 elephant-sized ducks.
Why?
That's an excellent question that we can ask them in 7 days.
We have to, because that's an insane answer.
We have to be like, hey guys, a little bit of we need you to double down on this and say why.
Because what the fuck, that you would die. You would most certainly. Elephants are really, really big, and cross that with the violent
I think
nature
elephants
of
are
ducks.
also dense. I mean, like, ducks are buoyant. They float in the water. So,
they do.
If they were elephant-sized, I don't think they'd be as heavy as an elephant. They still have those brittle bird bones.
Floating is one of their many quackities.
Yeah. But yes, we will be having Sub Radio Band on as our first non-friend / girlfriend / wife guest.
Wow,
Logan was
big.
a friend. Seth is a member of the podcast and a friend. Mimi, wife. Leah, girlfriend.
That's big. That's big, man. That's
our first guest is Sub Radio Band.
You've outdone yourself.
Surprise!
Surprise! Yeah. Oh shit.
I mean, dead ass. I was going to just have us be talking and then just move them into the Discord call.
I'm so glad you did not do that. I would have pooped. I would have pooped immediately and pissed and done all of it. I would have thrown up, actually. In real talk, I would have thrown up. That's not even me being like saying a joke. I would have actually puked. But for some reason, just hit my mind. What if, like, right now you were like, just kidding.
And here they are.
Or no, yeah, that would be even worse. But if you were like, just kidding, I didn't.
Oh, yeah? No, I absolutely did.
How fucked up of a human being someone would have to be like, I got your favorite band to come like talk with you and like have a conversation. The dude's like, holy shit. And then she's like, psych, you fucking loser. No, they didn't. Fuck you. That's insane though. That's insane. I actually have a headache now from like tensing.
Well, congratulations. I'm very excited. I love them too.
So excited.
I mean, you introduced me to them, so of course you know them better than I do. I've not gotten around to listening to all of their music, but they seem like very, very cool guys. Everything that I have seen of them, I've thoroughly enjoyed. So I'm excited for
really great.
Next week.
Me too. And hey, you know what? On that, you want to head into the money corner?
Let's go to the money corner. Everyone
up,
listening in the sweet audio only. Let's do a quick little ad read, and for YouTube, let's talk about something a little heart to heart. Money corner.
Money corner, baby.
Hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome to the next 10 minutes where Christian's just gonna fucking freak out about Sub Radio.
I dressed up for the occasion. I'm now wearing a full-on suit. It's been under my hoodie the whole time. That's why I got so sweaty.
Are you wearing your tuxedo t-shirt? Do you have a tuxedo t-shirt?
No, Jim, I'm wearing an actual suit.
Are you deadass wearing a suit right now? You get sweaty in a t-shirt, Christian.
I'm wearing my tuxedo t-shirt. Yeah, I'm not wearing a suit. I'm wearing a tuxedo t-shirt. But I figured I'd dress up for the occasion.
To be fair, I don't think I've seen the tuxedo t-shirt since 2017.
Hey, you know what? I don't think I've worn the tuxedo t-shirt since 2017.
So I love that you said I'm wearing a full-piece suit. And the beautiful thing about our relationship is that we talked about this in like the first episode. We didn't really interact too much between when we said goodbye in 2017 after meeting in person and then pretty much starting the podcast. Like we stayed in touch with each other's creativity stuff. Like I listened to your music. We watched each other's TikToks. We supported each other from afar, but like we weren't talking every day, let alone every week or month. So the thing is, when it comes to our memories and our stories together, those middle 3 years just kind of blend out of the situation. So like you said, I'm wearing a suit, and my brain just fucking went, it's 2017, he's wearing his tuxedo t-shirt. And that's a really cool thing.
You know what? It is. I actually debated like putting on a suit and wearing a dumb sweatshirt over it. But I was like, yo, that's a lot of work, and I really will sweat like hell. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with a happy medium. I'm going to wear my tuxedo t-shirt because I love this thing. And I actually probably have not worn it since 2017 because it went out of style such a long time ago. There was a brief period of time where everyone was constantly wearing tuxedo t-shirts because it's quirky and stupid, and it's funny, yeah. And then that shit stopped real quick. And you know what? I'm bringing it back. Everybody wear your tuxedo t-shirts because I think everyone has one. It's part of being an adult. So anyway, hi YouTube.
Hey YouTube. Mimi's painting right now.
Ooh, what's she painting?
You know what? I'll show YouTube in a while. I might. Hey, when do you think you'll be done with that by the end of the episode?
Yeah.
We're at the ad read.
End of the episode probably.
End of episode? Okay. I'll show you when the episode ends. I'll explain it to you then. It's really good.
I got a Vietnam War flashback, like a real one. When you said when you said this, do you think you'll be ready? Blah 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 blah. Right now we're at the ad read. That gave me like hardcore memories of like back in theater where you're like, are you almost ready to? We're at the blah 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 line. You know what I mean? That happens to every single actor.
Yeah,
that happened to me all the time because our director just always gave me horrible costume changes. And so someone would come back.
So much.
I kind of do. over the years, I had such a bitter taste in my mouth from Wizard of Oz. And now like there's something, I don't know. It may probably just because it's been so long, but I'm really starting to feel nostalgic about it. But I don't know.
But like you had left, and what you're feeling is nostalgia. I never stopped. I did like non-stop shows. I did every single show that my local theater did from like 2013 to like 2015, 2016. And then I started exploring like behind the scenes things, and I started doing things like assistant stage managing and prop managing. I was prop manager a couple times.
I could never.
I started running sound. I've done like spotlight. I've done a lot of behind the scenes stuff as well. So even if I wasn't on stage, I was at least involved in a production.
Yeah.
At the very, very least, 3 to 4 times a year since 2013.
Damn.
And that stopped when I did...
and everybody stopped.
My most recent show is I did all sound. I just ran sound for Into the Woods.
This bitch is lying. He did not do all sound. He was in charge of mics and I ran the music.
Pure hell. Pure hell.
It was great.
How did you do that?
I fucking loved it. Oh, I loved every second of it. It's stressful because it's Sondheim.
Yeah.
And like there's like 3 songs in the show, and it's all the same motif. You know, Into the Woods. You know, yeah, you've done Into the Woods. Have you not?
I've done it. I did it twice.
You've done it. Have you done the full version?
I did. I did the full version, and then I did the junior when I was 13.
Yeah, I did the junior in high school, and then I was not in the full version because I was doing sound. But there's a song in the full version.
Sorry, go ahead.
Where like each character comes on and says something and then walks off stage. Do you know the song I speak of?
Of course I know the song you speak of.
It
was horrid.
Not me trying to find the lyrics. Into the Woods songs.
So while you find that, I had the lovely job of being Jack. I was Jack, and it was so much fun. I really loved the character. However, the lovely, amazing, wonderful to listen to, horrible to practice and perform, absolutely atrocious. What is it actually called? But it isn't my fault. I was given those beans. You persuaded me to trade away my cow for beans. Those beans and without those dog went up to the vagina in the first place.
In the first place.
So it's your fault.
Is it your fault? Is that the name of the song?
I think so. You don't... Maybe it is. Either way, I had the first line in that song. And in case you didn't know, the song is written in 1/1 timing.
Oh, yeah, it's called Your Fault.
Yeah, Your Fault. 1/1 timing. The fuck? The actual fuck? So we used Orchestra. And so...
Yep.
Which is a program, for those who don't know, is a program that essentially is the entire soundtrack, but you have control over it, almost as if you have control over an entire orchestra. It's great. It's a really wonderful program. So in that song, it's like a dun 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 dun, and it's like it's really hard to keep track of because again, it's in 1/1 timing, and I had to keep my eye on the conductor because it just vamped until people were done with their lines because it vamps for a while.
Yeah.
And then he would just like point at me and I had to say the first line, say the first word on the point. So he would point and that's immediately when I had to go because there's no lead in.
Yes.
It was absolutely horrible. Luckily, on the performances, I never messed up. Thank God. Because once you mess up, nobody, like we had messed up in practice a million times and it's impossible to get it back on track. So luckily in the performances, I never messed up. But it was so much pressure. It was so much pressure. And we were also working with like professional actors from across the state. Like it was a real production. Yeah, it was big. It was kind of the last big hurrah in my opinion because Wizard of Oz was good. Wizard of Oz was good. Objectively, it was good. But Into the Woods was supposed to be like the big thing. It was, and it was pretty big at the time. I remember because the movie had come out not super long before that. And there was a lot of hype around it. Anyway, a lot of pressure, and I just have stress memories of that production. But it's a wonderful, amazing production, and I really enjoyed that show.
I think every memory from that production is a stress memory, no matter what production you were in or where you did it. Because it's a stressful show. Sondheim didn't take it easy on anyone.
No.
So I have found the song that I'm talking about. For those that don't know, Into the Woods is about, I'm going to really simplify this. A baker who is told by a witch that he has, 3 days or 2 midnights? 3 midnights. He has 3 midnights to do a task for her, or else he'll never have a kid, and he really wants a kid. So that's the bastardized plot summary for the show. So you need to know that in order to understand that this song is called The First Midnight. So he's 1/3 done. He's made no progress, so things are falling apart around him. This is literally how it goes. So I am in control of microphones on top of the show's sound that I have to run and balance.
Fuck that.
So as people come on stage, I have to unmute them for their line. And before they get off stage, I have to mute them again so they can go back. And, if they got off stage and they're like, I fucked up my line, no one will know. Because, God, actors love to step off stage and immediately talk about how much they have to piss when they're wearing a live mic. Oh, they love it. They sure
do. They love it. They eat that shit up.
So, this is how fast it goes. So, the tempo is like, da, 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 da. Baker comes on. He says, 1 midnight gone. The mysterious man says, no knot unties itself. So every time, and this is, because this is YouTube, I'm allowed to do this visually. Every time I switch what hand I have open, I have a hand and a fist. And every time I switch hand and fist, this is a new person. So it's 1 midnight gone. No knot unties itself. Sometimes the things you most wish for are not to be touched. The harder to get, the better to have. Never wear mauve at a ball, or pink, or open your mouth. That is the speed at which people are coming on and off, and I'm at the soundboard just fucking... It's like I'm typing an essay. I'm going so fast with the mutes and the unmutes. And I don't think I ever fucked up once, to be fair. Because we did a lot of practice. Tech Week is Hell Week for a reason.
Sure
and
is.
That's when my musical experience, not even musical, that's when my theatrical experience stopped. Because after that, things went up to about Valentine's Day. I wanted to be involved in She Loves Me, which was going on. It's my dream to be in that show, but unfortunately I was unable to do so with my scheduling at my previous job, which was 12 to 9.
Gross.
I used to work 12 to 9. It fucking sucked.
That's horrible. That's a terrible schedule.
Oh, and it was Tuesday through Saturday as well.
Jeez, that's
the worst possible schedule ever.
Anybody could ever have. Aside from probably third shift, because third shift is just bad for people. I've had a couple friends be in third shift, and their lives have fallen apart. Aside from third shift, that is absolutely 100% the worst schedule I've ever heard in my life.
So, I was unable to be in the show, so it is still my dream to be in She Loves Me. God, I love that show more than anything in this world.
You will.
It is a dream of mine. So, anywho, it ran up until, so that was in the summer of 2019 up until February of 2020. I think She Loves Me was the last in-person show my theater did. And I've not been involved in a show since. They've done some radio theater things, podcast-esque type stuff. But that's different in a million ways.
Yeah.
So I'm just ready for things to open, but I want to do a show, man.
Yeah. They're coming. It's starting. They're doing stuff.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Can we please not? We got to stop with the face shields. Yo, wear masks on stage. I think that's completely fine. The face shields are horrific.
Yes.
They look atrociously terrible, and it's not enjoyable to watch, and it really quite much ruins the theater experience. Masks are chill. They need to figure out a clear mask. That's what they need to do. I know that's
like a transparent mask.
Yeah, it's definitely not possible.
A fabric that is completely just see-through.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible, but that would be dope, and that would be what they need, because the face shields just look really bad, and it really brings you out of the moment, and I just don't like it. What they're doing in what's really cool is they're doing this in, I believe, Carowinds, because Leah worked at Carowinds, and she got another offer to work at Carowinds again.
Nice.
Yes. So what they do is they just incorporate like colorful masks in whatever their performance they're doing, which I love. They just like, it's almost like it's like a part of their costume. It's a new thing in their costume, which I think is perfect. Not to try to pretend like the world is
not a thing.
Exactly. And that's what it feels like the face shields are doing. It's like, we can still do this. Just put a bunch of plastic over your face. Yeah. And it'll look the same. It doesn't look the same. It looks bad. The headbands that you have to wear for them look like you're going to a welding class. It's just bad. Yep. It's really just bad. So just like incorporate masks into the performance. I think that's a much more cool way of doing it. And let's not pretend like shit isn't happening. Let's just do our best to adapt. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So anyway.
I agree.
Yeah. Yes, theater is wonderful. And I don't know if I'll ever do a show again, but I guess you never know.
I mean, you're 21. I promise you'll be on stage again.
Perhaps.
No,
we'll see.
It'll happen.
You think it'll happen?
It's gonna.
I don't know, maybe.
The right thing will come along.
If the right thing comes along, then yeah, maybe. It's just a lot of work, and I know I would have to put almost everything on hold because that's what I had to do when I was in high school.
Yeah,
I put everything on hold, and just went crazy and only focused on theater. I don't know how I passed all my classes. I really don't, because I didn't give a shit. I only cared about theater. Mm-hmm. And I just don't know if I could do that with my music. I don't think I could stop doing music to do theater. I don't know. Who knows? Life is long. There's a lot of opportunities out there.
Absolutely.
I forgot we're in the YouTube portion.
Hey
YouTube.
So with the tuxedo T-shirt and the deep longing to be in musical theater again, I think that about wraps us up.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and you ready to get back to it?
Let's do it. Peace out.
Thank you, YouTube. We love you.
We do a lot.
All right, and hello everybody. Well, welcome back. Thank you so much for listening to that advertisement.
Yep. Hey, was there something different in between those advertisements?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was.
I'd completely forgotten. So yeah. I loved it. It was really good.
It is an homage to an old bit of ours. One of my favorites.
What episode was that from?
6? I'm almost positive it was
from 6.
It's from 6 because it was random. No other context. We weren't talking about anything else, and we're like, hey, by the way, have sex with saxophones.
Was it the second random episode?
No, I think it was the first one. I think it was episode 6. I'm almost positive.
Not me looking at our list of episode names, because I feel like whatever episode it was is going to be based off saxophones.
Because that was the same thing as Swing Sets and Saxophones. Yeah, Swing Sets and Saxophones was our second alternate title that we decided not to do. We did something else.
Ballin' into Potty?
Ballin' into Potty,
yeah. Episode 6, December 14th?
December 14th.
Yeah.
Which is forever ago.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like. Yeah, that was the saxophone bit. It was episode 6. Episode 6. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is wild.
Time flies, man. But yeah, that's what that was. It's a little homage to the saxophone, and we wanted our ad breaks to be a little more spicy, add a little more spice to it.
Mm-hmm. And because you had the idea to dim your lights during the second half of the episode.
Yeah, let me actually. Yeah, it's still dimmed. I dimmed it.
Nice.
It's a nice little red now, a sexy red, if you will.
So welcome back.
Yeah, what are we talking about in this tabulation section?
So you had the idea to do weird. It started out as weird laws, and then it was just like, no, let's go with weird rules or regulations of any standard. So they don't particularly have to be laws of a state, but also like in particular countries. I have a tab of like bizarre rules in sports.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and then I have another thing, rules of a particular show's animation.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, so I saw this recently. We'll go ahead and open with it.
Go for it.
So, weird rules, if that's what we're going to be calling this. It's going to be weird rules. Recently, and I say recently, even though this says it was posted in 2012, I think it's just resurfaced recently. Mm-hmm. It's the top 60 guidelines for storyboarding and drawing the TV show King of the Hill.
Oh.
So these are the do's and don'ts of drawing for the King of the Hill TV show.
Okay.
For example, number 10, stop using Hank with his hand rubbing his neck in every episode. Invent original acting.
What the? That's incredible. And now I can vividly see him rubbing his neck.
Because he does it a lot, and they literally had to
time.
make a rule, and they were like, don't fucking do it every episode.
That's incredible. That is really wonderful. That's really funny. I didn't anticipate that. That's good. So I've got weird laws in certain states. So I figured we'd do our states. Because we have disclosed both of our states. Mm-hmm. So in Tennessee, it is prohibited to catch a fish using a lasso. Did you know this?
I did not know this.
God knows when that was put into place, but apparently, Jim, your fish lassoing days are over.
Damn it. That was my primary way of catching fish.
Isn't that weird? Can you catch? I don't think you can. Do you think it is physically possible to catch a fish with a lasso?
Well, yes, physically, yes.
Really? How do lassos work? I don't know how they work.
I feel like there's a form of like slip knot of the rope tied to itself so that after it's grappled a thing, by pulling taut on the rope, it tightens around the thing and then pulls it towards you.
How does it grapple on a fish? Fish are so fast. It would just fish right out before you could tighten it.
Oh, man, they really are. But you asked if it was physically possible, which it is, no matter how improbable. You could. It could happen. The odds are low.
Very low. But you can also punch through the molecules of a wall as well. Or any physical object. Is it the molecules or the atoms?
The atoms.
It's the atoms, might be. I don't know science. In North Carolina, it is illegal to sing off key.
Don't tell that to anyone in musical theater with you.
And also in North Carolina, no bingo games shall last more than 5 hours. That is being broken every day because I deliver to bingo halls all night long, and it's the same. Like it's the same game. I'm telling you, they play for 10, 15 hours. They play for such a long time. Also weird. I had heard the one about it's illegal to sing off key. I did not know that was in my home state. That's kind of crazy.
Another thing is that in North Carolina, it is a felony to steal more than $1,000 worth of grease and a misdemeanor to steal under $1,000 worth. Grease theft, as it turns out, was a huge problem in North Carolina before this 2012 law passed, with midnight grease bandits persistently preventing biodiesel companies from purchasing restaurants' excess oil and convert it into fuel.
Damn. What?
Yeah, grease theft, man.
When was this a problem?
Just before 2012.
Oh, I was about to say, like, this sounds like a very recent problem. So that was just enacted. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's North Carolina, baby. And then what does this list have for Tennessee? Permits for panhandling. Panhandlers in Memphis must apply for a permit before panhandling. Formerly, this formality cost the destitute $10. Today, it's free. But
good, because they're panhandling for a reason. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Oh, you need money? Okay, that'll be $10 to need money.
It is $10 to require money.
That's so fucked up. Oh shit, that's crazy. I did not know about that. What did I see? I saw one earlier that just made me shit. Oh, in Washington. I assume that's Washington State. Yep, U.S. state of Washington. It is prohibited to harass Bigfoot.
Don't fuck with him. He's just trying to. Just trying to vibe.
You know, that's kind of crazy because that gives us a lot of info. Now we know that Bigfoot is in Washington.
Exactly. There you go. The legislature has accidentally let out a lot of information there.
Someone wasn't thinking when they passed that law. When you think about that, like they had to get a lot of people behind this law. When you enact a law, it's not like some guy is just like, hey, let's do this now. No, you have to get a very large amount of people to be like, that's a good law. That's a good law.
Yeah, but at the same time, like if I dedicated my life to the pursuit of law and you put a piece of paper in front of my eyes that says don't fuck with the foot, I'm signing it.
Don't fuck with the foot. That's a great phrase.
Like I'm immediately signing it and I'm like, yes, finally something I'm passionate about. we get to the core of this, the core of the issue here, the core of the problem.
And that's harassing Bigfoot in Washington.
I'm back on this King of the Hill thing.
Please.
Boomhauer is not allowed to laugh or smile.
Wait, what?
Rule number 21, no high fives.
In the show, or?
Yeah, no high fives in King of the Hill. Don't fucking do it.
I can't think of a time they high-fived.
They don't do it.
Why not?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
There needs to be some sort of explanation. That's actually fucking my mind up. That's really weird. That is really weird. What else for... What?
What?
In Arkansas, the act of consensual oral sex is considered to be sodomy, which anatomically doesn't really make much... This is the description. Which anatomically doesn't make any sense at all, being that one process involves a person's... oh my God. And the other is... Jesus Christ. Ever hit... Yo, this website just fucked my head up. That is an insane thing. I can't even read that on this podcast. Holy shit. Okay. What else you got? Take us away from this.
Let me get away from King of the Hill and get on to 50 weird laws around the world. So
Here
out
we
of
go.
the US. No, this doesn't explain much.
Something just crawled up my nose.
So, it's illegal to run out of gas on the German Autobahn. Notorious for having dynamic speed limits that give drivers a chance to travel more than 100 miles an hour, car enthusiasts and speed demons love trips along the German Autobahn, but if you run out of gas, you could face a big fine, and don't even think about walking to a gas station, you'll get another fine for that. Why? Because Germans believe that you have the power to keep your car properly gassed up, so if you run out, it's your own fault. Walking along the highway is unsafe, as is having your vehicle stalled on the side of the road. Keep your eyes on your gas gauge and fill her up when you get low.
That's such an ass backwards way of making sure people don't do stupid shit. I can't even wrap my mind around that. That's the same. That feels the same as when they were like, no texting and driving.
Yeah.
It's different, but like, or let's just not. Like, I wish people as a society could just be like, hey, we're like, a lot of people are dying from this. Let's not do it. Same with like seatbelts and shit. Like, I wish we didn't have to pass actual laws just so people don't be stupid. I wish it were just a natural thing that people weren't stupid, but unfortunately people are so stupid. That's crazy. You can't run out of gas. Though my dad would be fucked. If I had a freaking nickel for every time my father ran out of gas. One time we were on the way to Florida and we were in Georgia. It was during the summer. It was hot as shit. We were in Georgia. My dad was like, I want to wait until we get a good gas station so that we can have cheap gas. And we were like, hey, we're like pretty far below E right now. I'm pretty sure that's not good. And he was like, we can make it. We did not make it at all. We didn't make it much further after he made that statement. And we pushed the car because it ran out of gas in a very unsafe place. So we had to put the hazards on. The children, we were like 14, 12, and 10. We had to get out of the car and push the vehicle to a safer spot. And then my dad ran down the highway to find a gas station and fill it up and then come back. Luckily, he ran into a police officer on the way there and he took him and all was fine.
Nice.
But dude, just fill up your gas tanks, people. Don't wait for a good gas station. They don't exist. All gas stations are bad. Just fill it up or just fill it up a little bit so that you can get to another gas station. Because this was back when you couldn't just look up, what's the best gas station near me? And then see like where the best one is. This was 7 years ago when that shit did not exist. So you just kind of had to wing it, which is crazy how far we've progressed in just a short amount of time. Anyway, that's my story about being trapped on the highway in the hot, hot sun.
Seth has had to push my car a couple times.
Why?
Because I ran out of gas in high school.
Jim!
I was in high school.
But
I was working at Sonic part-time. I didn't have enough gas to fill her up.
Oh, shit. You didn't forget. You just didn't have the money.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks. All right, now I feel bad for making fun of you.
No, you're okay.
That's
I
tough.
just shouldn't have gone as many places. I was always getting and going in high school.
Getting and going. Jim's always on the run.
How about this? A rule for polo. This is rule 28E. no left-handed polo players.
Dude, that's so fucked up.
The United States, it's for a good reason, as odd as it sounds. The United States Polo Association rulebook, which is somehow 200 pages longer than the NFL rulebook,
Insane.
Dictates that polo players must hold their mallet in their right hands. This is due to the fact that when a right-handed player approaches the ball, as a left-handed player approaches the opposite way, it creates a jousting-like situation that wasn't safe for anyone. Not that running around with heavy wooden sticks was safe either.
Sure. Okay, that's fair, but wow, that sounds real mean.
It does sound really mean.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Also, polo is a crazy sport.
Another sports one. Contrary to decades worth of sitcom plot points and low-budget sports movies, a baseball player is not allowed to catch a ball in his hat. It is a rule. He's literally just not allowed to do so. If he does, that
ruined everything for me.
If he does, even on the simplest fly ball to center, the batter is awarded 3 bases.
That upsets me. That's such a classic visual. Damn. Well, now I can't ever watch a baseball movie. I mean, I hate baseball anyway. I'm gonna hit you with a quickie. And then I think we'll give me your best after that, and then
call it.
I'm getting a headache, man.
That's fair. That's fair. We should go ahead and boil down then.
So Domino's had these rules that pissed me off.
Yeah.
These were the Domino's I used to work at, so not my current one. They're much more lenient, but they had this rule where you couldn't, if you were found sitting on the job, which literally happens all the time because people get fucking tired.
Yeah.
If you were found sitting on the job at all, they immediately, without warnings, sent you home. And if it happened 3 times, you were fired.
What the fuck?
Tell me that's not fucking crazy. Now, thank God it wasn't enforced by my manager, but it was enforced at all the other Domino's owned by that person who owned the store. My general manager, who didn't own the store, said, this is dumb and I'm not doing it, which is why he ended up getting fired, which that's a whole other thing. Dude's corrupt. I hate that guy. The guy who owned those stores, he was bad and didn't care about his employees. Anyway, yeah, isn't that crazy? If you were caught sitting at all, ever. So that just meant everybody was constantly in the bathroom. It was the only place you could sit. I mean, I went out and sat in my car. So yeah, it was that way for like a little while. And then my boss was like, this is literally so dumb. I can't be sending people home all the time. We need people in the store because it's their job. And oh my God, they're here for 8 hours standing constantly. Let's maybe give them a second so they can sit if they need to. It was so messed up. Thank God it's not enforced at my current one because mama needs to sit sometimes. I tell you what. Yeah, Facts. I'm referred to myself as mama. Continue.
When you mentioned Domino's, I thought for the first time to mention like Sonic rules, which by the way, Sonic rules.
Yes.
No,
Sonic
but Sonic like rules and regulations. And I'm looking through like a shitty employee handbook right now, and it's just your typical stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember there being anything too ridiculous.
No masturbating at work.
You know what? I've never seen that rule.
Right? You can't get in trouble if it's not in the handbook.
They've never written it down. Yeah, I genuinely can't think of a rule from Sonic that is like a big no-no. I guess I did? No, there had to have been something. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Sonic was a great place to work. That's why I worked there 3 years.
No kidding.
I really enjoyed it.
It seems like a good work environment.
I mean, the rules they had for a good reason.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if we ever had like temporary rules because like there were issues going on with like inventory count and we had to like enact some stupid fucking rule temporarily.
Sure, yeah, that happened.
Which I'm sure happened, but it had just been so long ago.
Oh, I have another Domino's one.
No, give it to me. I can't think of a Sonic one.
So this was so funny. They sent out this paper. It was not in the original handbook, but they sent out this paper that was like, these are the new rules and regulations involving social media at Domino's.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I wonder what this is going to be about. Because at the time, I was posting Snapchat videos of Domino's stories.
Yeah, your @ was literally Domino's Boy.
Yeah. So I looked on it, and it was like, you are not allowed to say anything about Domino's. You're not allowed to wear the logo on social media. You're not allowed to do anything that shows that you're affiliated with Domino's whatsoever. I was like,
yeah,
what the fuck? Okay.
that was your entire brand.
Pretty much. And then it continued, and it was like, in regards to the Domino's Facebook page, you are not allowed to like any pictures or any posts. You're not allowed to share them or like them, and you're not allowed to follow the Domino's Facebook page.
Bitch, I didn't want to.
Tell
That's
me
so
why
weird.
that was an issue. Who was liking it? Who was liking posts from the Domino's Facebook page? And they were like, damn it! Our employees are still liking our posts. What are we going to do about this?
This is a problem.
This is an issue.
That's so weird. That's such a weird and specific...
I can't think of any reason why. Like, you know how sometimes someone puts a rule in place because one dude fucked him over?
Yeah.
Like, no more someone like some guy like sleeps with his wife and the guy had an orange jacket on. The guy's like, no more orange jackets, okay? You can't wear orange jackets anymore. They're banned. Fuck that guy. He slept with my wife, and he wore an orange jacket. So no more of those. So there are
if
those.
If you wear an orange jacket, you're fired.
You're fired. I can't think of any reason why someone would be like, we can't have people liking our own posts. This is a serious problem that we need to eradicate. I can't think of why anybody would ever do that. So that's probably the dumbest rule Domino's has ever put into place, and I still don't understand it, and I don't think I ever will.
Here's one more, maybe two. In Major League Baseball, the rule book states that if a pitched ball lodges in the umpire's or catcher's mask and remains out of play, runners get a free base. They get to advance one base. Sounds
like I'm smacking it towards the umpire.
Rule 7.05 in the same rule book says that a fielder should not touch the ball with his cap, mask, or any other piece of kit no longer in the proper place on the body. If a field uses their hat or glove to catch the ball, the runner advances 3 bases. So that's one we already saw.
Yeah, wait, what did it say about a mask? It said fielders cannot...
Oh, essentially, outfield can't touch anything. Like, they can't touch the ball with anything that isn't their glove, like their hat or,
Yeah.
anything they're wearing.
But it said mask. I don't know why it would say that.
I don't know.
Because they don't wear masks in the outfield. Or I'm dumb and I don't know baseball. I mean, that too. But I'm pretty sure they don't wear masks out in the outfield. Weird.
Let me see here. Yeah, it said, with his cap, mask, or any other piece of kit. Yeah, I don't know.
Baseball has been around they've got so many rules at this point.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
And they're still going to make new ones. I can't wait for some weird shit to happen and they're like, oh, we have to make a new rule.
Yep, no more orange jackets.
No more orange jackets. But with that being said, you ready to go ahead and head out?
Let's bop it and twist it.
Alrighty, guys. So, thank you, as always, so much for watching. One more time, I'll go ahead and thank our lovely sponsors, as well as our friend Miller, who has pledged monthly donations to the podcast so that we can put more money towards it and give you all the best listening experience we possibly can.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. I had to piss so bad. Oh.
I'll try and hurry up. Here, let me try and give you this one. I'll give you the commercial voice. If you would like to do so and are able to do so, you can go ahead and go to anchor.fm, that is anchor.fm/anythingbut. That'll bring you to our homepage where you can go ahead and do monthly donations of 99 cents, $4.99, or $9.99, and that'll pretty much go towards the podcast to make sure that we can give you the best quality possible. With that being said, one more time, thank you to our sponsors and Miller. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Christian, anything before we go other than the fact that you have to pee?
Color me impressed. That was pretty impressive. I'm astounded. That was good.
I feel like I could do better sober.
Oh yeah, you're not sober.
Haha.
Yeah, you probably could do better sober, but that was honestly, I'm impressed.
Thank you. I tripped over my words a little bit.
That's okay. You know what? It happens.
Yeah, to be fair, I've had one drink, but I also haven't eaten much. Like, I've had dinner today, and that's it. It's the only thing I've had.
Jim, go put some food in your belly.
Babe, can we see that picture?
Yes! I'm glad you remembered.
Of course. How could I forget?
It's really not good.
It's amazing. I saw it.
I had no inspiration. So
You had no inspiration? What are you talking about?
I'm going to pee.
I'm inspired.
Because I can't see the picture, so I'll be back.
Okay. Ta-da! Hey, Seth. Good job on last week's episode. It was really funny. Everyone, you should go watch the last episode if you hadn't. Seth outdid himself. Hopefully you had a good time with this one. Hopefully we gave you some funny stuff to work with.
This was the worst fucking episode I've ever worked on.
Goodbye, everybody. Have an excellent week. We love you. See you next time with a special guest.
A special guest. Oh my God. A special guest. All right, guys. See you next
Peace.
week where
See you
I will
next
be
week.
beaming. Peace out.
Dancing. He turned off the video. Seth, he turned off the video. Seth, he turned it off. What am I going to do? Seth, just put another one of me dancing. Fuck yeah!